Evaluate x minus y over 4 with x equal to 7.4 and y equal to 0.57. Anybody want to talk about what happens here? Shannon.
Okay. First you have to make the pockets.
Good for you. Always make the pockets first, right? That's the number one thing. I saw some people cheating. I mean, they were doing these and then putting the pockets in. Don't do that. All right, so we got pockets here. X minus pocket over 4. Keep going, Shannon.
And then you put in what the variables stand for.
Yes.
Like 7.4 and 0.57.
That's right.
And then you do the operation.
Awesome. Okay, so which operation do we do first? PEMDAS says what?
First, you have to divide 4 and 57.
That's right. 0.57 divided by 4. Did anybody do it? If you want to remember, I mean, way back when you did this kind of division. Remember that?
Yes.
And that went in. How many times does 4 go into 0.57? I don't know. 4 goes into 5. How many times? What?
1.
One time.
Come on.
Goes in there. Boom. You take that. You bring that down. It's 17. It's 0.14, and we're not going to bother with rounding it off. It's 0.14 is close enough. And there we go. So we're going to deal with 0.14. We've got 7.4 minus 0.14. And anybody know what that is? 7.4 minus 0.14 equals what, Austin?
7.26.
7.26? Good. How many people got it? Hand up. Any questions? Those of you who didn't get it, do you have any questions? Do you know why you didn't get it? Why not?
I didn't round.
You didn't round. Okay.
Well, you didn't help.
Yeah, I mean, you could have got something close. What if I didn't round it? I mean, it might not be exactly this, but who came close?
It was 27,
Oh.
25, 25.
Okay, that's good. That's
I mean,
fine.
7.
Yeah, no problem. I'm sorry. Yeah, that's fine. That answer's good. You know, I just rounded to make it a little bit easier. If you got close to this, then you're good. All right, get used to being able to deal with decimals. That's the point here. Number 2, get used to being able to deal with fractions in evaluation questions. This is a fraction and a fraction. What's our first step? First step?
Pockets.
Yeah, there we go. Pockets. Good. So our pockets are what? Describe it. Pocket
Yeah.
over.
1 plus pocket.
Good. What do we put in the pockets? Not slingshots.
1/2.
1/2. Okay. Right. Now, a lot of people got stuck here. Most people got that. Marshall, what did you do? 1/2 over 1 plus a half.
Turn 1 into 2 over 2.
That's equal to 1/2, and then this becomes 2 over 2. Good job.
And then 2 plus 1/2 equals 3 over 2. And then you multiply the reciprocal of 3 over 2 into 1/2.
That's right. So this equals 1/2 times 2 over 3, right?
Yeah.
Because when you divide fractions, you multiply by the reciprocal. So going back here, how come this 1 equals 2 over 2? What principle did we learn that allows us to do that? What principle was that called? Was it the commutative principle? Was it associative principle?
Was it the identity?
The identity property or principle is what allows us to do that. It says 1 is equal to 2 over 2. Or, what else is it equal to?
100 over 100.
100 over 100. I was going to say that. That's perfect. 300 over 300. That's the identity principle. That's one of them with fractions. So, we've got 2 over 2 plus 1 over 2. Why didn't we just do 100 over 100 or 3 over 3? Because the denominator has to be the same to be able to add or subtract them. Good job. So 1/2 plus 2 over 2, we add the tops, we keep the bottom denominator 2, we get 3 over 2. 1/2 divided by 3 over 2 is the same thing as multiplying by the reciprocal, or reciprocal of 3 over 2 is the same as what, Gabby? What's the reciprocal of 3 over 2? What's the reciprocal of 3 over 2? 2 over 3. Therefore, 1/2 times 2 over 3, that's going to give us our answer. What's it equal to? Multiply the tops, multiply the bottoms. 2/6 equals 1/3. All right? Yes, you can. All right? Make sure you can get that, Frankie,
Yeah.
so everybody sees that. Any questions on that? Okay, number 3, order of operations. PEMDAS and the cousins. PEMDAS, want to tell me about, what are the names of the cousins?
Head maws.
Yeah, man.
Head
Head
massage.
massage.
PEMSOP, yeah, that's right.
Head massage.
PEMDAS,
PEMSA.
PEDMAS,
Edmasa.
PEMDASA, yep, and PEDMASA. There you go. Those are the four.
They're cousins,
Foundations.
or brother and sister.
They're cousins. All cousins.
There's more.
It's moving by itself.
Maybe, not in this
I think
particular
there's
world.
more.
Anyway, 35 divided by 5 plus 2 times 3 squared minus 5 to the 0, all squared, minus the square root of 25. What do we do first? What does PEMDAS say we do first?
Parentheses.
Shannon. Yes, Pepper, good job, I heard that, good one. Parentheses is here. So exponents, what are our exponents inside here? Shannon again? Bonus point.
You have to, the 5 to the 0 power would be 1.
Yeah, 5 to the 0 is 1. Anything to the 0 is equal to 1, right? Always. Anything to the 0 power, right, Pamela? So what's 3 squared? 3, what's that? 3 times 3, which equals what, Gabby? 9, good one, Siobhan. So 9 times 1 equals this. This is 9 times 1. I'm going to put a line here just to... There we go. Different question. Make sure everybody sees that. So this is 9 minus 1, all squared. Now we have to rewrite it. There's a couple things that you'll... bad habits, people who don't rewrite. Bad habits, people who don't put the pockets in. Bad habits. Good habits, pockets. First and then the numbers. Good habit, write every single line of your order of operations question. Don't cheat, don't go too fast, don't make shortcuts. Write every single line every time. We did an operation there, we write it out again. Okay? So we've got 35 times divided by 5, okay? Plus 2 times 9 minus 1 squared. There we go. I didn't try to do two things at once. I'm doing one thing at once. Keep going. Yes?
Okay, now
What's the next order of operation?
you have to do parentheses.
Yes.
And
And finish.
subtract 9 minus 1,
Yep, which is equal to what?
8.
Right. And 8 squared. Now, in this case, I think we can do two things at once, right? Because everybody knows 9 minus 1 is 8, and 8 squared is equal to what?
64.
Right. So is it okay with you if we just write 64?
Yes.
You following that? We're going to write 64 because 9 minus 1 is 8 and 8 squared is 64. All right? So 35 divided by 5. See, it's a little lengthy, but it's the best way to do it. I'm actually not going to do it. I'm going to actually go through the whole thing. Let's do. What's the square root of 25? Yes, 5. Everybody know that? You know your square roots? Now what do? Do we divide first?
Yeah.
Or do we, right? So 35 divided by 5. I'm going to run out of room. Plus 2 times 64 minus 5. Now, do we divide or multiply? This is where PEMDAS and his cousins come in. If PEMDAS is the only one,
Divide.
then we're going to multiply first. But PEMDAS is not the only one.
But you said
Austin?
Left to right.
Left to right, left to right. So we're going to divide first, as I've heard a lot of people saying, which is good. But he had his hand up, so he wins. 35 divided by 5 is equal to what, Jane?
7.
Good.
You know?
You know it. 7 plus, now I think we can go, what's 2 times 64? I think we'll just rewrite it. Keep doing it. Do all the steps.
128.
I'm tempted as well to keep doing 2 steps at a time. I'm really tempted to do it, but don't do it. Because I want you to write it out every single step, because it's a good habit. Talia, sit up. Talia, what's next? We got to multiply, right? What's 2 times 64?
2 times 64.
Yeah.
2 times 64 is, wait, 128.
Good. 7? I think I'm running out of room. Can you still see okay? Move this. Minus 5. Okay, how do we finish this off? Do we add or subtract next? We gonna add? Good.
Yeah.
Now what do we get? 7 plus 128 equals what? What is it equal to?
135.
Minus 5 equals?
130.
Boom, box it. Don't try this at home, kids.